Good day, everybody.
We ready to go?
Testies. We are test.
Tease. All right.
There we go.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's the 12th episode of our podcast, The Rec Room. And on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 35 calls from a block number. You know who you are, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, it's the 12th episode, boys. We're at an even dozen, and it's Christmas time and New Year's. And I think everybody just wants to know, how jolly are we this year? Everybody have a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody managed to get through. Nobody died. Nobody got into a car accident, slipped and falled on the ice. Nothing. No broken tailbones.
Nothing
We're good.
yet. No,
We're good.
man.
We got our guest today.
We got our guest, Mr. Zack Barclay.
Round
Yeah,
two.
Round two, second back. So
He
that's
survived
nice.
the paddling after the first one.
We got Mike Pasca on the end there. We got Josh Massier. We got Chase Barassa. We got me, Sunshine. We got a full house today, boys. I think this is the first one of the Rec Room we've actually had all mics going at once.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling good here. We're growing
Just
the
watching
show.
that power meter just spinning on.
That's right. Yeah, it's like we finally arrived.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, as far as the Christmas episode goes, what everybody get for Christmas? What was the top gift of Christmas this year? I know yours.
3D printer.
3D printer, man. That's deadly.
Everyone's getting butt plugs for their birthday. Custom made.
Can I get
Sweet.
something different? I'm kind of fully stocked on that.
I could.
Can you make one that goes in the other end?
You should make him a Chinese dick trap.
I'm gonna make him one with the rock as the plug.
Oh yeah,
Just the head.
just the eyebrow sticking out.
Can you smell?
That's disgusting.
Oh,
Josh, what about you? Best
What was
Christmas
mine?
gift this year?
Shit. Got a $250 Amazon gift card.
Ooh,
That's nice.
yeah.
And what else did I get?
choose your own adventure.
You know what? I got little as I wanted because I already have too much junk that I need to get rid of more. I got to see my family and my nephew for Christmas, and that was good enough for me.
Right on, man. That sounds like a
Just
decent
being
Christmas.
Humble as fuck.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
no
this
doubt.
new mustache.
He did
you
get
know?
that mustache. Officer Josh in the house.
It's really calming him down.
Yeah, it's really,
He's not flying off the handles anymore since he decided he could grow facial hair.
Yeah.
I haven't been known to
rolling
fly
around
off the
in a
handle
crown
because
bag.
of my lack of body hair.
The mustache makes me want to like drive the speed limit.
I wasn't going to go for a straight up pedophile. I was going to go for a straight up Amber Alert. And that's the look I'm going for right
Yeah,
now.
I think you jumped over the pedophile look, and now you look like a guy hunting down one.
I mean,
It's amazing. It's amazing how he has already gotten a police brutality suit against it.
I mean, at least
You look
you
like
could
a
say
guy that
all the,
walks onto a dealership and says, "Do you specialize in vans without windows?"
you can say all the bad things you want about pedophiles, but at least they drive slow in school zones.
Yeah, man.
That's why you got to have ugly kids. You don't got to worry about that.
You know, I think all pedophiles are fucking immature assholes. Okay,
Heyo.
Mike, what about you? What was the
Oh,
best
boy.
number one gift on the list this year?
I don't know. I got a pretty fancy dancy radar detector,
Ooh. So you can outrun Josh now.
and what else?
Do those things still work?
Yeah, like this is pretty high tech.
Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah.
they like broadband spectrum, all that shit. Especially the really pricey
It's
ones.
like a learning one. Yeah, it's
A learning. How does it learn?
like
So,
where
like, it
cameras are. Yeah.
Oh, really?
wow,
It kind of like
that's sweet.
marks it on the map and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And my wife bought me a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Ooh. Well,
You're gonna have to exercise putting.
apparently we got some high society in the room
You're
today.
gonna have to practice putting that pinky up every time you take a sip of your
I'll just
drink. now.
shotgun it.
I was gonna say when you open it, promise me you aim it at somebody who isn't paying attention.
Garçon, my drink is empty.
But
Make sure you mix it with slew water.
yeah, I'm not gonna support the Rovana spirits. No thanks.
Dom Perignon, Ravana.
Yeah.
Like, I think to make Ravana into Dom Perignon, you add like toilet water.
Sparkling
cider.
toilet water.
Sparkling toilet water. Carbonated, yeah. That's
But
the
like,
fancy shit.
I don't know. All in all, it was just a low key Christmas with the family.
Those are the best
and
kind, man.
That was about it.
Right on, man. Zach and our guest, Zach. What was the top of the list this year?
Top of the list.
Shaquille O'Neal rubber fist.
Not quite.
the
Not
elbow.
quite. That's a
That's
close
the
second. That's a close second. No, like the girlfriend got me a Josh Allen Bills jersey.
Oh, nice.
Which was really nice. I love
I think
that.
I've seen that on your Facebook.
Fuck yeah.
It will be up there very soon, right
maybe
next
it
to my
wasn't
other
you.
one.
Maybe it was another Josh fan.
Yeah, maybe. And then from the parents, I got some camping and trailer gear, which was
nice.
really nice. Because the girlfriend and I are restoring our trailer right now.
Camping and trailer gear is always good because, it's a nice gift. Plus, it helps if you ever become homeless.
True story.
You
Well,
know?
I kind
So
of
your
joke.
parents are kind of like, we love you, but we also have very low expectations.
Yeah, here's your survival kit.
Here's a bunch of canned food.
Well, I joke with the parents. I'm like, well, technically, I'm a homeowner now. It's it's just I can move it wherever I want.
Are you technically? Oh, yeah,
No.
mobile homeowner. Okay.
So it works. No, it works good. And just actually, I'm with you guys. Like just seeing some family again, like we couldn't last year. So it's nice because yeah. It beats sitting in front of a TV watching your grandparents look at the iPad, get closer and closer, and be like, "What did you get? What'd you get?" And you're just staring at their nostrils like,
And they
"It's a
don't-
book.
They don't know how
It's
to
a book,
do that.
Grandma."
I'm getting grandpa
I don't
nose
know.
trimmer.
Like last year, Christmas was great. It was low key. Everyone had to kind of sneak around. I'm into that. I'm okay with that.
Sneaking around?
Yeah. Well,
Does your wife know?
I was sneaking around with the wife.
Ah, okay.
This year, it was like 3 days of full blown chaos. Driving to White City, driving back to Regina, driving to the brother-in-law's, which is in Regina, which isn't terrible, but then driving out to the parents' farm. And after 3 days, I'm just ready to hibernate for 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't.
Don't you think it's
COVID's awesome for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody. I love my family. Don't get me wrong, but I like to stay home.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing I noticed. Like, you remember when you were a kid and it was like Christmas was the shit, right? You were just the anticipation, waiting for presents, all this shit.
There was something in the air that day.
At what age do you think it is that you become like, fuck,
As soon as you have
Christmas
kids.
is, instead of it's like, yay, it's like, oh,
As soon
God.
as
You think all the work you
As soon
have
as
to
you
do.
have to start cleaning up after it.
As soon as you move out from home.
Once you be the
That's
guy who has to
actually-
carry the garbage bag around for the wrapping paper.
So
it's
do you
no longer fun.
You remember that energy you put out as a kid?
Yeah.
Where it's like fucking, you're Elvis Santa.
Yeah.
That's
shit.
it. Yeah, sorry about that. But I think it gets worse when you're the parent that has to deal with that energy. Now I understand why my parents were just such grouchy fucking assholes all the time.
Man.
It's like, fuck these fucking kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So here's a
it's
question:
great.
were your parents the ones that are like, as soon as you woke up, you were allowed to just go open all
Okay,
your
first
presents?
off, we ask the questions. You're the guest.
Yeah, motherfucker. Whose show do you think this is? So anyway, Zach, would you say your parents were the ones?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I think in my family it was kind of, my parents made us wait, but we were we had the rule that, because when you were a kid, you couldn't sleep the night before. You were up at like 4:30, and I mean you hadn't slept. You could go and open your stocking. Stockings
the
were free
stocking,
game.
yeah.
Anything wrapped, you waited until the parents got up, and the parents always kind of like 7:30 they'd get up.
Oh, man, my
we
parents were
always-
cruel.
They're cruel. They wouldn't even let you touch stocking.
Boxing
No,
Day.
I got the I got the stocking, but like, of course, just you wake up, you're revving to go, and you're like, oh, come on, and then it's just like, I'm like, Dad, like, let's open presents. Everyone's up. Not everyone's had their coffee yet. Oh, okay. So you give out coffee. Okay, everyone's got coffee now. Not everyone's had breakfast yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a 12-course breakfast. And you're like, oh my god.
All of a
That-
sudden,
that
And
was
then,
ours.
everyone's got to watch TV, and it's like, what are we watching? What's so important right now?
we can
See,
do
ours,
Tuesday.
weather.
ours was like that too. It's like, okay, let's have breakfast first. And it's like, you're sitting there as a kid just fucking vibrating. Like, what the fuck? Going into withdrawals like a crackhead.
Yeah.
And you're doing like a count on the presents, like, there's one missing. There's one miss. There was one here with my name, and it's gone.
You hold the
The
present
worst part
counter.
is I was in Fort Mac for like the past 2 months, so I had to like order all my Christmas shopping off Amazon.
Yeah.
And then it's
Oh,
like,
you poor bastard. You didn't have to go out and see people.
well, and then it's like, hey, Dad, can you go check the house and see if there's packages and put them in the house? It's like every fucking day. And I think my dad was like more happy that that's over than Christmas is over.
The worst part about all of that, like Christmas Eve, we woke up and we're like, okay, Christmas morning, we need to make sure that we have breakfast so that we can make breakfast for the kids and all this kind of shit. Well, of course, we don't have half the shit. So the wife's like, can you just run to Walmart? I'm like, no. Are you fucking out of your mind? It's
You do know what
Christmas
time it is,
Eve.
right?
So there I am driving to fucking Walmart. And
No, I'm not
you get
going.
in there and there you can tell all the desperate parents that are like, fuck, I fucked up. Now I'm here on Christmas Eve shopping at fucking Walmart. There's nothing on the shelves. Like I hope their kids really enjoyed that toy fucking toaster that they are going to probably try to drop in the bathtub because it sucks so fucking bad.
Worst bath bomb ever.
You could honestly get a kid a box, and it will get more entertainment.
My
out of
kid
that.
fucking played in a box after he took out like the $80 gift.
Oh,
His
yeah.
sister dragged him around and he thought it was a train, thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Success.
Little
it was
last
great.
minute Walmart shop. I sure hope Jimmy enjoys this zucchini.
It's an avocado.
In the cardboard recycling bin out
Thanks.
back. This Christmas shopping.
Just steal a shopping cart.
Here you guys go. Don't hurt yourself.
I got you guys a go-kart.
Yeah, I bought you razor blades to unalive yourself because I'm the worst fucking dad in the world. Here you go.
Well, that got dark.
I thought I was the dark
Yeah.
guy.
Fade to black.
I had to
I
pull a
like dark.
sunshine.
That's
just
the
once.
great. That's the idea.
I like dark humor. But
Just once. I had to.
Okay, well, as far as the best Christmas gifts as adults, what was the best Christmas gift you got as a kid? Like number one across the
N64,
board.
man.
Fucking
N64.
right,
Wow,
buddy. Those
nice.
were beauties.
100%. That was like next generation brought you into like 3D gaming.
When you got the N64, did you get like the full package, like 2 controllers and a couple of games, or was it like 1 controller, 1 game, and you had to build it?
We got the 2 controllers, the one game that was like fucking. It was just randomness.
Donkey
Wave Race? That's the one I got.
Yeah, we got
Wave Race.
Diddy
64.
Kong Race.
And then we got. I think it was Mario.
Diddy
64.
Kong.
Mario
Diddy
64.
Kong, right?
classic.
Diddy Kong we got shortly after.
Okay.
That was a good one. But Mario Kart.
is that
Come on,
before
nothing
or
tops
after
Mario
you knocked
Kart.
your brother out with the remote control?
That story actually came in.
We'll save those for
conversation.
second wins. Best Christmas fights.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We
I
can
like
do
it.
that.
Okay.
Okay, so Josh, number one as a kid.
The only one that comes to mind is the fully functional,
Sex doll.
down to scale. No, that wasn't that. I was too young for that at that time.
That's
That actually got taken by a porch pirate like a week ago.
As the
Put the video on
That's
it.
why he grew the mustache so he can go find out who stole it.
that's right. I had to try and fit in.
Got a private eyes
It's
license.
the is the turtle van.
Oh, fuck yeah, buddy. That
I'm pretty
was
sure it's
deadly.
like still in the attic
pizza
with the
shooter.
pizza shooter.
with
yeah.
the pizza shooter.
The
and
door
then
that came out with the gunner seat.
The door came out with the little bombs that roll off
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure there's some mice in the attic playing with it right now.
Oh,
Probably.
fuck, man. Those
Driving
were-
around.
That thing, I bet you that thing's worth some money now.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's all
like if,
A clean
fully-
one, yeah.
if you
No,
still
it's-
had it in the box and shit,
It's still all
absolutely.
fully there. I don't think I have the box for it. But
You could still probably get, $100 for that kind of thing.
fuck yeah.
If it's in decent shape. But anyway, Mike, what about you?
You guys remember Mask?
Yep.
Yes.
movie The
yes.
Mask?
No, it was
No.
kind of like Voltron, but earlier.
It was kind of like Transformers, but not
like earlier,
Transformers.
right? Like in the 70s, wasn't it?
No, it'd be in the 80s.
80s? Okay.
Can you describe the mask?
It wasn't a mask. It
No,
was,
like you said, it was kind of like
Transformers.
Transformers. It was like robots and stuff, but
Bring it up.
they were vehicles.
cartoons.
I vaguely remember it.
No, the
That's
mask
it,
had
right
a
there.
cartoon.
Right there.
M-A, like M.
that one?
That's it. Yeah.
man,
was the
you're
TV
old. I
series?
don't even remember that.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember. I remember they had like a board game with this.
There's no pictures. We're screwed.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
there's
what
pictures.
what was it that
Let's
you
go
got
to
from the
images.
mask?
Then go to
Yeah.
images.
Oh, they're right there to the right. More
Yeah.
images.
Oh, fucking masks. Jesus.
Oh, that's why
Most
you
of
liked
it's
it
just
because it was a
COVID.
Peterbilt.
It's COVID.
Yeah, so I got the semi.
It's got a 379 on
That's a
there.
fucking W9, you two.
So
That's
hold
like
on,
a Peterbilt front with a W9 bunker on it.
But yeah, I got all the cars. I got the red, like the semi, and then I got the there's a helicopter,
Yeah.
and then there was a couple other cars. I got all of them for Christmas. That was like the greatest day ever.
Man, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. So you mean to tell me like you got a semi that had like guns and rocket launchers on the back of it?
Well, no,
Then he
what
became a
happened-
trucker.
Well,
If only you could get
well,
one
I'm
of
just
those
saying
now.
like that's a sick toy.
The fucking exhaust, like the smokestacks would come down and turn into guns, and then the sleeper would pop open and it would shoot a bomb. Like it had a spring-loaded plastic bomb. You push the top of the roof and it would shoot the fucking.
And you
was that
remember this?
badass?
This was in the 80s before they cared if kids died choking on toys. So you actually had like
This is
projectiles
like
and
the
shit.
turtle van would.
They were
totally
sharp
beat
as
that
shit
thing,
too, so you could fucking stab your brother in the eye with it.
man.
So is that
That's
when
awesome.
is that when you decided you wanted to drive truck?
no,
No.
that was
though.
just
Turtle
a,
van would be like way better than that.
that was a
thing, though.
poor life choice.
Do you still have it, or did you get rid
No,
of it?
I got rid of all that stuff. I shouldn't say that. My mom got rid of all that.
Isn't that a bitch when there's like your old toys that you had and you're looking at shit now and you're like, these are worth a lot of money, and you go to find them and they're gone.
Yeah.
Fucking Full binder of Pokemon cards.
Do you know the
What?
fucking
The original,
You had
like first edition,
like the 151.
gone. Yep,
Dude,
Yep.
that's like
Yep.
That's a ton of money.
My mom
that's
saved-
6 figures.
at least 2 Charizard first edition, gone.
You need to like literally.
I cry a lot. Like a lot.
I'd cry.
I could have been retired by now.
Yeah,
My
I could've
mom
paid
saved
house off.
everything when I was a kid. Like probably about 6 months ago, she's like, "Yeah, you got a box full of shit downstairs." I'm like, "Oh."
Don't get rid of it.
Yeah, and then I
If you
went
find
down there.
that Gray Skull Castle from He-Man, that's worth a fucking ton of money.
don't
It's like
have
worth
one
like
of
$5
those,
grand
but-
right now.
I have like literally everything in there. All my old
Polly
trophies
Pockets.
from hockey, my old Tamagotchi. What else did I have?
Still alive somehow.
Yeah.
Tamagotchi.
What else did I have?
He's
in
an
there? I got
accountant in
my-
Reno now.
I think I got my most improved player award from hockey.
Oh, okay.
I got what else did I get in there? A old Hot Wheels semi truck.
Yep.
Hot Wheels.
The,
Hot Wheels.
the
with
Hot
good
Wheels
stuff.
semi truck where you could like have the double decker.
Yeah, it was the carrying case kind of thing.
Yeah.
For it, right?
Fucking
Yeah, I remember
bought
that.
one of those.
bought my 3-year-old son a bunch of those Hot Wheel tracks this year for Christmas. Well, we bought him one, and then my family bought like 5 more.
Yeah.
But they have like the launchers.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you remember being a kid? We didn't have launchers.
No,
we just
you
had
had
to
to
like
fucking
fucking build.
You had to
a
build the
ramp.
giant ramp,
And they never
to get it to
and
go
the,
through
the,
one loop.
the 3-foot sections never stayed together. You could duct tape them, heat weld them.
Pretty much every time you put the car on, it was like Paul Walker every time.
But
He didn't make it.
You didn't have like I had like Hot Wheels as well, but we had like the big it was like the turbo launcher, and it ran on like 12 like double
batteries.
D
Yeah.
12D batteries.
Nothing has changed there.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, as my son's like, I want to play with it. I'm like, fuck. What takes D batteries? Searching for
You
the
gotta
old
get the
lady
jumper
toy.
cables for your car out to start this thing. That's a cold day.
And then it'll only launch 4 cars, and then it's dead. What the fuck is up with this?
Man,
Yeah,
but,
like-
Who's next on the list?
That's
Oh,
Zach.
yeah.
Zach,
What's
what's your
enough cranking
number one
power
toy
to
as
turn
a
over a
kid?
Peterbilt?
okay, so like growing up, got a couple video game consoles, PlayStation 2, 3, which I was very grateful for. But the one I remember the most was the year I got too big to ride my Articat kitty cat snowmobile.
And those are worth a fortune. though.
And it was great. I love that thing. Rode that thing forever. But my grandparents and my parents were like, "You're getting too big." So they went out and they bought me a '79 Elan. So it had the big
Sweet.
So it had the big bubble top.
yeah.
Just
But they
gonna
didn't-
send
And
it.
a 250 single cylinder engine that the
But
fucking cylinder pointed right at your
it was
face.
the one longer.
It was the first year it had like independent suspension on the front, so like I could go over like a snowbank and the whole thing didn't like tip. So it was primo thing.
Man,
but,
the 2000s must have been tough.
Yeah, right.
but like
Fucking millennials.
but leading up to it,
Get fucked.
leading up to it,
The only thing about this story he hasn't told you is this was last year. You're too big for your kitty cat, bud.
Mommy, no.
Like, seriously, people think you're fucking weird.
Scared.
But leading up to it, like basically, since that was like the big gift, my parents and everything else, I didn't get any toys. I didn't get anything else. So like I was just getting like clothes, and of course, as a kid, you gotta put on the face like, "Oh, thank you! Oh my gosh, awesome!" And then all of a sudden, it was like, "Put on your coat. We got a big one out back." And I was like, "Oh, great, a shovel! This is awesome! This is the best Christmas ever! I love it."
Like you got those 2-handle
Just a
shovels where you
Christmas
can like
thing.
push
Yeah.
all the snow.
You're
And
right.
I'm like, I just want to play like the one video game back at home, and all of a sudden it's like, go open the garage and open. And I was like, what is this thing? And it had like it had a Tasmanian devil sticker on the front, and I was like,
Well, you knew it went fast.
Oh, it was fast.
That adds like 10 horse right there, man.
It was sparkly, and all of a sudden he's like, he ripped it open. He's like, jump on, took off, and it was a lot more power than my kitty cat, and just
Something wrong about a grown man saying kitty cat. My kitty cat.
You never been to a strip joint?
Okay, that's a different scenario.
But no, like,
You're never too big for that kitty cat.
but no,
You'd be
like,
too small
that
for
was,
it, though.
That was
I think
definitely
that's
like
the
my
same
favorite.
thing.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in that vicinity.
That was definitely my favorite for sure.
All
That
right,
would be a
Sunshine.
good gift.
Mine.
I
well,
can't wait to hear this.
I
Fuck.
probably would agree with you with
Your
the 64.
Your dark humor, it has to stem from somewhere. So I'm glad that we dig into your childhood a little bit.
You don't want to go there.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
I would have to say
Look at
probably.
Zach just worried right now.
No,
He's crying on the inside. I'd have to say an
a
Atari.
dad that actually loved you.
An Atari. No, what are you talking about? I have loving parents. It's our other friends that I have to mock. Like, yeah, at least my parents are still together, dicks. But no, an Atari.
An Atari.
The first gaming system we ever got, my parents got us an Atari, and it like blew my mind. Right, I'm a big gamer. I love that stuff.
That's back when they had wooden dildos, right?
Oh yeah. You know.
It had
You're
it had
obsessed
to
with
match
butt
the
plugs and
TVs.
dildos.
We're on a one.
Well, he's got that 3D printer. He's got to make something.
Yeah.
Make one shaped like an Atari stick.
Yeah. Chase says to us on the group chat.
I'll have
he
a
goes,
new best Christmas
I
present
just got
ever.
a 3D printer for Christmas. Butt plugs for everyone.
Butt plugs for everyone. Just wait till your wedding day.
No, I just
I
remember
knows that you
Atari,
can
we
make
had,
more than
like,
butt plugs with that thing.
Oh, we had 50 games for
Well,
it. It was
it
was
baby
so
steps.
much fun. Because before that, it was like ColecoVision, and
So
the only
Atari-
place I could play.
What was your favorite game?
Oh, they had this one. I can't remember what it was, but it was you were a tank, but it was just the outline, like in green outline of the tank, and you went hunting other tanks.
Yeah.
That's all I can
I
remember.
believe it was called Tank Hunter.
Probably something. Yeah, Atari wasn't really big on PR back.
No, I had one of those Ataris too.
It was so good, right?
Did you ever play that ET game for it?
No.
It was so bad.
Oh, it was literally killed gaming.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad. They say they find piles of them in landfills now in Mexico.
No, that was a big thing.
Yeah, I know. It damn near killed the gaming industry. It was so fucking bad.
Piles
Actually,
of them in Mexico.
you know what was a
Yeah.
great?
buried it.
And
They
I
did.
have to say
They got rid of them.
Off topic. The Super Nintendo.
Fucking love
Loved
Super
it.
Nintendo.
The best thing with that, did you ever have the bazooka?
Yeah. Well,
Or
no,
the
I didn't.
Mario-
I had a buddy though. He had the Nintendo pad, the glove, the fucking bazooka, the dance mats and stuff. Like
Did you
we
have
used to go
like
play
the
the
mouse
Olympics.
with the fucking Mario paint?
Yes.
and- yeah.
Oh, Mario Paint. Yeah, I fucking had Mario Paint.
Those were the days.
Those
Oh,
were
fuck
the days.
no.
They were so good.
We're fucking and that was back when it's like you bought a game and you got the game.
Yes.
Now
you
it's
didn't have
like
to fucking pay
you can
$800
buy the
for
game,
the other
but
stuff.
To
I
get
remember-
past the main menu, you also have to download 15 downloadable content packs that cost $80 each.
Yeah, exactly.
I had the original Nintendo. I remember, and they had the. I think it was the second year it came out. They had the GameCube. You could plug in 4 controllers and play wirelessly.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
big
And-
shit.
But you plug that thing into the 2 where the controllers go normally, and it's like this big red fucking laser.
Yeah.
And then you take your thing and you have to have it like in direct line, right? And then you plug in 4 controllers. You just see like this fucking laser beam just right across your lip. You could, if you moved it over, you might cut a wall out.
It was a really cool system, but like
Why is a cat's tail
cases
smoking?
of child cancer went up by like 800%.
I'd say last year
Stand in front of the light, Billy.
last year we bought the kids a Nintendo Switch, which they've never fucking played.
Switch
me
is
and the
pretty
wife had-
deadly.
But the cool
I
thing
just
with the
got a new
Switch,
game for mine.
the Switch, the cool thing with that is you get the old NES and Super NES games.
That's what I've played the most on that. I just got.
We bought it and we
Zelda
played-
Breath of the Wild, but I've played nothing but Nintendo and Super Nintendo
Yeah,
up until now.
Super Nintendo, Mario World. That was
Punch
the first thing.
Super Punch Out. Been playing a ton of that.
Yeah.
Love that game.
I could
So
always
good.
get like past the first nobody.
I could beat
That's
it.
fucking terrible.
I can beat that whole thing and get like #1 times on all the guys because I remember when I was a
Do you
kid.
rewind?
I had Nintendo Power, and it had for each guy how to get the world record.
Yeah,
of course, I
all
never
the-
got quite the world
all
record,
the-
but
all the
like half a
cows.
second.
Hey, so
later.
that was
Tells.
your favorite gift, right?
That was, you
Okay,
betcha.
everybody here, I'm sure, has played original Nintendo, except the
absolutely.
young guy here.
Yeah, no, that was.
Nintendo.
No, I did it, you guys.
I had a Super Nintendo.
He went to
What
an
was your-
Antiques Roadshow one time.
Number 1, you can't pick 2. One favorite Nintendo game.
Nintendo? Oh, shit. I'd have to say probably Ghouls and Ghosts. Love that stuff.
Chase.
Battletoads.
Oh,
Battletoads.
Battletoad. But that one level, could you ever get past that thing? Fuck, I never did, man.
I was going to have to say
Even now that I have the Switch and play that, I can't make it past it.
Excite Bike for me.
Excite Bike was fucking deadly, man. I love that game. Oof. That's a hard one, man.
I got a tie break. It's Jackal or Contra.
Contra was good.
Fuck, yes. I want to change my answer.
I was also one for Double Dragon.
Double Dragon was
Double
dope.
Dragon.
I played a lot of that too.
There's two dudes walking around with like denim shorts and a cigarette pack rolled up, kung fu fighting everybody.
Just sitting in their fucking parents' basement with a big fort around a big tube TV.
Had a good soundtrack for it.
Bet
Though.
you
Watching
did.
the film. Yeah. I think if I had to pick one for that genre, I'd have to say Metroid.
Metroid.
I fucking hated that game.
Did anybody play?
Did you grow up in Regina?
No, Saskatchewan.
Okay. So
Did
there's the Cambridge apartments, and there's those couple of strip malls. Brewster's used to be in there. It's now Stats.
Yeah.
They used to have the Yellow Submarine sub place, and right beside it, they had a video game store, and I forget what the fuck it was called.
Retro gaming.
No.
It was.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I do.
But the coolest part about that is you used to be able to go in there and you could rent. It was just games, no movies.
Okay.
You could rent video games. But they had a room in the back that you could test games out before you rented them. Or you could rent the place out for like a birthday.
Yeah, birthday parties and shit.
That was the peak of humanity.
I remember.
swear to God.
I remember arcades, man. Arcades used to be so much fun. We used to have one.
Did you guys
right
ever
by
play
my place.
River City Ransom?
No.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was a good one.
It was okay. I wasn't a big, huge fan of that. I was more like a Streets of Rage
Yeah.
or Double Dragon and stuff like that kind of guy.
Fuck all this. Oregon Trail.
On trail.
Fuck yeah, man.
Load up the Commodore
These
64.
fucking millennials wouldn't make it past the river.
Remember the old Commodore 64 when you actually had to learn how to type code to make a game work?
Yeah. Like all you could
Put
do was
your
like
big
paint
floppy
pictures
disk
with
in.
with letters and stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
your-
big
that was
floppy
game.
disk drive.
Yeah. Done. All right, it's locked in.
Game Busters.
Game Busters.
Game Busters.
it?
That was
Yeah.
the one.
That was
That
it.
was
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, that was good times.
God bless those times.
I remember they had that big, those old school big screen TVs, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
could rent the big screen for like
Yeah.
an hour, and it was just
The 380-pound fucking TV that
Yeah.
like
Projection screen.
no dice.
You see, all we had was like the Matrix, and then the Red
Matrix.
Zone.
Oh, the
I never went to the
2000s.
Matrix. Was it any good?
The Matrix?
Because I've been looking at getting one of those
Like
Oculus things.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's finally starting to get into VR where it's like it's kind of almost worth it now.
Yeah.
I've kind of been excited for it, but wasn't that what the Matrix was?
No, the Matrix was like basically like a lot of just computers.
Oh,
It was all like gaming.
I'm
rigs.
sorry. I'm thinking of the grid.
The grid, and
Yeah,
that closed down. That did not last long.
No, it
Holy
didn't.
fuck.
I don't think it's a sustainable. Like I said, they're not quite
You're
good
buying.
enough.
You're
yet.
not buying an Oculus. To
I said
just
maybe.
wait. You're not buying an Oculus to game. We all
Yeah,
know it.
bullshit.
You are VR porning that motherfucker.
That's still
Dude.
day one.
Hey, that's still playing something.
Man, you don't just for the record.
Different
you don't.
joystick,
You don't
that's
even
it.
need that. You don't even need that.
The
You just get the headset.
You're right.
with
You
your
don't.
You just need the cardboard
Adults
thing.
have
and then-
sex. Don't worry, you'll get there, buddy.
I hope one day.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up the first part of the episode, and we will be back after a word from our sponsors. Gas X.
Imodium.
And we're back. All right, boys. So we talked about our best Christmas gifts and kind of the highlights of Christmas. Now we're gonna drudge into some deep-seated holiday pain. Basically,
Find out while we're all fucked up.
This is where the
where the
childhood trauma stems from, right here.
Exactly. So either your worst Christmas gift or your worst Christmas memory. You know, biggest fight, worst kind of like worst Christmas, worst conditions. What is the top of the?
Oh boy.
Actually,
or I guess I should
Remember we
say
used
the
to
bottom.
have toilet paper, Christmas wrapping with the sticks after they were empty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, those
But my
were-
dad
The
just,
Ninja Turtles
But
of
my
them?
dad just subbed those out for metal pipes. He won every time.
last man standing gets all the gifts.
Oh my god.
Chase,
No,
what
I-
about you? Worst Christmas gift or worst Christmas
I would have
memory?
I have two.
Okay.
I remember figuring out when kids, cover your ears if you're listening to this. I don't know why the fuck you'd be listening to us, but finding out when Santa was
find
you
it
should
hard-
be listening.
I find it hard to believe that out of the 11 followers we have, that any of them are under the age of 4.
We're
Hey,
actually
man, we're
at
at 36
We're
right now.
actually at 36 subscribers on YouTube.
But
You betcha.
finding out that Santa wasn't real, I was literally sitting on a couch and I just happened to look behind it. It was like 8 days before Christmas. Looking behind it, it's like
it was just a
from-
rumor, though, guys. Kids.
from Santa. Well, that shattered. I was like 9, perfect. But I would have to say, so my best gift was the N64.
Yeah.
But the worst part about it was I had to share it with my brothers. And
The shared Christmas gift.
my youngest brother, me and him were fucking just ridiculous. Like he knew exactly how to push my buttons. Kid's not street smart, super book smart, and knows how to push buttons. And he always used to either hide the controllers. He took them to school one day so that I couldn't fucking play the console. I'm like, you motherfucker. So I'm playing the one day, and he's like, it's my turn. He's 8 years younger than me, and he's just driving me fucking nuts. And he's like, Mom said it's my turn.
Is this the brother that bought all the fireworks for your wedding?
No.
Okay.
No. He usually stayed in the middle, and he just picked whoever he thought was going to win. He kind of played the odds.
I'm on your team.
Yeah.
Sit back and watch how this plays out.
But like I said, my youngest brother, he's 8 years younger than me. So physically, he knew he was fucked. There's no way he was going to win. Mm-hmm. Psychologically, the kid was a fucking mastermind genius. So he unplugged the controller on me, and I lost my shit. And I took that N64 controller and I whipped it out of him. And you know those things; they're huge.
Plastic
it had a rumble pack in it,
And they have 3 points on
Yeah.
them. You'll kill somebody.
Oddly enough, they resemble a butt plug.
yeah, it's 3-person.
I wonder where.
I think that's
all
a
your
hidden.
butt plug
That's a request from Josh.
Yeah.
That's what he wants his butt plug to look like.
So I
That's what he's
whipped,
gonna
Just make
model
it where
his
the
3D
rumble
printed
pack
ones
was.
off.
so I whipped this thing at him, and it hits him square in the mouth.
Oh.
And there was some tears.
Don't tell Mom. I swear to God, I'll never do it again. You can be first player.
That's exactly what it was. You can hit me. Do whatever. And he smiles at me. He knows.
You were negotiating with a terrorist.
He knows to his core that he's got me at this point. He smiles at me through this blood-soaked teeth and just smiles. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And all of a sudden, he turns the tears on. Like, just the flip of a switch. Mom! I'm like, I'm fucked. I shut my door. I'm like, I'm waiting for the warden now.
Just sitting on your bed with your hand in your head in your hands. And
You should have. If you were smarter, which obviously you're not. You should have. While he was smiling at you, should have been like, "Mom." What's your brother's name?
Evan.
Evan smashed himself in the mouth with the controller, and he's going to blame me for it.
Just start holding your ear and be like, he bit me.
This is
basically like trying to control the media.
He's sitting in his bedroom with the side cutters in his ear, just like, he bit me.
This kid, when he was younger, he stuck rocks up his nose, and he fucking blamed it on me. He had to go to the hospital and get them sucked out. Like, I'm telling you, this kid was a fucking genius. We get along great now, but yeah, it was so bad because I knew as soon as that controller hit him in the mouth and he smiled at me and there was just blood pouring out of his mouth, I'm like, I'm dead. I'm dead to rights. Like, fuck, you got me.
So what my sister
Good
would
game.
do is she would, like, make sure I'm positioned near an object that I can throw, and then she would torment me. But she would be standing in front of something that's breakable. And I remember one time there was a giant mirror. I don't remember what I whipped at her. She just sidestepped and like
A randomly placed spark plug in the house.
and yeah, I never heard the end of that one.
I could see that happen.
Was this at Christmas?
No.
Oh, well, okay. Well, what's your worst Christmas gift or Christmas moment?
Worst Christmas gift, you guys already know this.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, socks.
The
Socks.
Why didn't anybody get him socks for Christmas?
Nobody got me socks for Christmas this
We
year.
could
It
have
was
filmed it
glorious.
and made it a freaking tag.
And I'll
If
tell
you
you what.
used to listen to our old podcast, you would know this.
But I'll tell it again. I'll almost try it word for word.
Perfect. Because the other one's deleted now. So.
Yeah. So
What podcast?
Exactly. The worst part about socks is laundry. When you're doing laundry, you have a whole bunch of different socks together, and you're trying to fucking match them. It takes
Hang
double
on,
the time of
I'm just
folding
getting a call from
regular
a block
clothes.
number. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We'll just set that aside.
Oh, it's funny.
Anyway, go on.
Classic.
Socks.
Something about copyright infringement.
You're actually not allowed to tell this story anymore, Josh. It is.
And it literally
It's already
takes
owned.
you double the time of folding regular laundry to fucking put like match socks together. And the OCD part of me will not like let me not do it. And then you get half of a drawer full of socks that don't match because the dryer ate them or whatever the fuck happened to them. And then you got to sit there and fucking just no. And then you're like,
You think socks
What did I
are
say
bad?
last time? Like I had DMX cranked up, and I'm like sitting there angrily folding socks and just fucking
give it to you. Don't give it to you.
just fucking whipping them into the drawer after I'm done.
So if you think socks are bad, wait till you have kids. Because kids,
Oh,
long
man.
Kids are so much worse.
You think
I'm not
finding
having
a
kids.
full-grown adult socks bad? Wait till they're this fucking big.
Yeah.
And there's 8,000 of them.
Wait till you
man.
try and pair up kids and shove them in your drawer. That's just fucking annoying as shit.
Yeah, those fuckers. Those fuckers are relentlessly loud.
They keep complaining.
I sleep in a drawer.
See, so the cure to the socks thing though is just buy black or white socks.
That's exactly what I do.
Exactly what I do.
That's
yeah.
what I do, and nobody buys me either. I tell them all the time. If you're gonna get me socks, just either black or white. That is it.
The old lady bought me Santa socks, and I think I'll wear them once because chances are one of them is going to go missing within
Yep.
the next 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm sure if anything like happens in my washing machine, I disassemble it. I'm probably going to see just a fucking ring of socks.
Oh,
in there.
that's exactly where they go. Haven't you ever seen that? There's a guy who's got a page or a YouTube channel or something, and he fixes old washing machines, and he finds like tons of money, socks, and it just
It
goes
all goes
around
under the line-
the
the liner.
fucking barrel or whatever.
Maybe
you call
that's
it.
why mine's out of alignment.
So,
It bangs
probably.
every time I wash.
I guarantee
them.
that's
Are you
one of
like
the
me
things.
then? You cannot stand wearing 2 mismatched socks.
Oh,
I'm doing
yes.
it right now. Actually,
fuck,
I
I
can't.
gave
drives
up on
me
that dream.
Fucking
Oh,
nuts.
drives me
I
crazy,
cannot
man.
Fucking do it.
Like even if they're the same brand, same type, but you know how you'll get like one, it's got the gray at the toes and the heel,
Yeah.
and then you got the other one that has the gray all the way through to the toe
Yeah.
and the heel.
Oh,
Can't do it.
man.
See,
All day I'll be sitting there like,
Last year, my wife bought me. She got me one pair of socks, and I'm wearing them actually right now. They actually have pictures of my
actually have
dog
my
on them.
Christmas socks on.
Fresh out of the package.
That-
No, they actually have
sweet.
pictures of my dog on, like my old Basset Hound on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gordon.
And that's the only pair of socks I have that isn't a pair of Kodiak gray socks.
I love the Walmart white packs. It's
Yeah.
like you get 50 pairs of socks. The old lady fucking hates it. I have socks everywhere.
I have so many
in
socks.
Some are
every-
starched, some are not.
I have socks in
You do
every.
the old sniff test. That's good.
It's got another 3 days in there.
You do the crinkle test. And how long have I fucking? Oh, those are brittle.
Holding it up by the end, and it's
Are they crispy?
I broke it in half and it's plus 25 in here. So
Oh, that was a lonely weekend.
I have socks in every fucking room of the house just in case my feet get cold. It's not because I was
Your
sitting
feet
there
get
when I took
cold.
them.
Have you ever heard of slippers?
yeah,
No, fuck. Shoes. Men don't wear slippers, do they?
I do.
Is that a real thing?
They're called loafers.
are you kidding me?
Should I?
See these loafers? Former gophers.
All right, moving on.
All right.
That's you're done?
I'm done.
Yeah, he's gone on his sock rampage.
So,
Mike,
fuck socks 2 years
Fuck
ago.
socks.
So, every year we're gonna do this, and every year it's gonna be Josh's hatred of
yeah,
socks.
just bringing it up.
Fuck
Reignite
socks.
it.
The Christmas tradition of the rec room. Get Josh fucking raging on socks.
Riled up.
Oh man.
He literally gets,
Say no,
he
for
gets
me-
a pack and goes, I can't wait to lose half of it.
Oh man.
He just throws
throw
half
half
of them in the
out,
garbage on.
It's like
He opened-
when you go golfing, you
He
just throw
unwraps
one.
his gift, opens the bag, takes 6 out, throws them in the garbage.
We're
can.
saving some time. We're saving some time.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing here.
Oh fuck!
You have to make the
It's like
sacrifice.
you need like the kids mitts that have the clips. Clip the bitches together and just throw them in.
And in my luck, I'll forget to unclip them when I put them on and stand up and then
Get the dummy
face
strings,
plant into the
the dummy
dresser.
strings that go through your pant legs.
It just goes up and under the sack and fucking down the other
That's
leg.
gonna cook something on
Oh
that.
god.
All right, Pasca.
Mine was, I don't know how old I would have been, about 10, 11. And my parents bought me, or Santa bought me, brought me, built me, whatever. I got like this big fuck off remote control monster truck. Like this
Nice.
thing was massive. And so Christmas.
19D batteries.
Oh, no, it was rechargeable.
Oh, okay.
But the remote control was like 30D battery. it weighed as much as a car battery. So
Isn't this fun?
I got this thing, hey, and I wanted it for like we went to Montreal, and my cousin, he's passed away now, but he had this big fuck off like this car. It probably did 80 miles an hour. Like it was like a
Oh, okay. It
legit
was serious.
racing.
It was a serious
Yeah.
one.
One of those legit
And
ones.
I was out. We were there for the whole summer visiting family, and like I really just took a shining to RC cars, right? Like any kid would. And then, but I was never more of a. I was always been a truck kind of person, right? So my parents they found, like, we've seen it somewhere, and then so they bought it. They got it for me, and this thing was massive. And I remember, Christmas Day, I opened it up. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. But they wouldn't, like, it had a thing where you had to charge it the first time for like 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever it was. So I remember, like, Christmas Day, I'm like, can I take it downstairs? And no. I woke up that night and I unplugged it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I went downstairs and I drove it around until it was dead. And I brought it back up and I plugged it back in. And my dad, because he's super sleuth, he knew that I did that. He got so fucking mad at me, he took it back. They returned it.
Oh, that's a hard one to tell.
When Santa takes a toy back.
Yeah. I didn't know he got a gift receipt. But yeah, like
Yeah,
He
put
actually
that,
returned it, didn't just take it away
no,
for
he
like
took
a
it
week.
back.
You gotta
He
put
was,
that microphone a little closer to your butt.
he was so fucking mad at me for doing that.
insane.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck.
And like at the time, like when we're like in our house, like the basement wasn't finished. Like it was just a concrete floor and there's nothing down there. And he got so mad at me that I did that without any permission or without what, like that's just how stern he was.
Yeah.
They like the next day, literally like Boxing Day or the 27th, like he took it away like that day and then
Took it back, got the cash back, bought a
That's
bottle. and was
heartbreaking.
like,
Probably.
Sat there drinking it in front of you.
that is
That tastes like batteries.
that is heartbreaking.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it was so shitty.
That's a downer.
well.
I remember I had a hovercraft when I was younger. RC
The old
was the
Tyco
best.
hover.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really, man. Yeah.
Like
It
this
was
wasn't
great.
like a Radio Shack one. This was like a legit
it's
from a freaking like
Like
RC
a
Pro
hobby
store.
shop.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was just so pumped. I was like, and then all of a sudden it's just
Do you remember the air hog fucking planes that you'd pump up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had one.
Fuck,
It
those
was
were
per-
dangerous.
Dude, do you remember lawn darts?
Yes, sir.
Man, I miss my little brother.
well, I didn't miss mine.
I'm just saying, do you remember like
I actually just
back
bought
when
a-
we were kids, they didn't give a shit if you
Zero
like
fun.
died from
I actually
the
just
toy.
bought a set of them.
Did you?
Like legit ones. Buddy of mine,
like
was-
the real steel head ones.
yeah,
and
buddy
shit?
of mine in Weyburn was going through his parents' all their antiques and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's like, he goes on Facebook. He's like, I got 3 sets
3 sets.
of legit lawn darts. He's like, Troy, I'm taking one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they really didn't give a fuck about RC. They put the warning on there like, hey, don't be stupid and stab yourself.
Podcast idea. Fucking toys from our past that we survived. Oh,
Oh man, do you think we can get our hands on any
lawn
of those?
darts is well. He's got
I
a
got
lawn
lawn
dart
darts.
set.
That's got to
Get
be
the GT racer out here with the
There's a
remember
guy-
the metal.
when there's a
with the
lady-
metal brakes.
when it was
I have
a
a
lady-
buddy who
I
literally
actually have-
destroyed his leg as a child.
I have
There's
actually
those.
one of those still.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lady on Marketplace selling a GT snow racer for $100 right now.
Does it have
gone.
the
gone.
double push pedal
Yeah,
brakes?
the old-
'Cause
it's the old black one.
They had the handle one after that.
No,
but
it's
the
the-
double push pedal was the dope.
When-
I
Yeah.
had
that.
I had the adult sized one.
Oh really? Oh wow.
When GT
That would
racers
be a
were
great.
made out
We
of
should do
BMX
that.
Parts.
That's a podcast idea.
is a good
Fucking
one.
toys we survived. Anyway, Zach. Okay, worst gift or worst Christmas experience?
Well, I got a Christmas experience when I was really young, and then a toy that I got wrecked. So the Christmas when I was really young, we used to do this thing where it was like we had to put out food for Santa's reindeer. So like
Carrots and celery.
right, but there was like this bag, and basically what it was like this kind of like sparkle stuff. So when it hit the snow, you'd come back the next day and it'd leave like a trail.
Oh.
So that way, like, oh, there's that's where the reindeer landed. Like, oh, this is great. So, but that one year they ran out and they grabbed some more, but this time it was red. It was bright red.
Just blood.
So,
It's like the
so
OG
my
Glitterbomb prank.
my grandparents had a basset hound,
Nice.
And it's-
best dogs ever.
and like we had all these dogs over. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, I gotta look and see if Santa came. And outside my window, the yard's covered in red. And I'm like, oh my god, Dad!
Rudolph got shot.
We're gonna get the basset hound to get him to trap the corpse.
Well, I literally
Meanwhile, Chase is in the back and behind a bush, dressed in camo. She's like,
He's boiling skulls in a pot.
so like
You guys won't believe what fucking came into my sight.
so I was like in tears, and then my dad's killing himself laughing. He's like, well, you know, you better go tell Grandpa. And Grandpa's sleeping downstairs, and he was very stern. So I'd go downstairs. I'm like, I literally woke him up. This is 6 o'clock in the fucking morning.
He was just set up for
I was
failure.
I was like, your dog killed the reindeer. and he's just like, oh my god, I'm getting it all back right now.
Shut up, you fucking nerd. Your dad's fucking with you.
But then, and then like with the toys, I actually got an RC helicopter. Sweet. It wasn't a big one. It was just a little guy.
Yeah, those are fun
right.
too.
But the rule in our household is that any flying objects,
you have to fill out a flight form before a flight plan before you can take off.
Air traffic control.
So
all right, you're good, bud. Like,
so the rule is that any flying objects, the first round goes to Dad. So I had a pump up air hog, and I was like, Dad, can I play with these? Like, I get first try. I bought it. I want to try it once. So and first flight, I was like, "Oh, this is so great!" Crashes in a tree, breaks the wing. That was it. It was done.
So you ruined my childhood, so I get to fuck with your shit.
Yeah, literally. So I got this RC helicopter, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is great!" Like, I can't believe it. It was like a 15-minute fly, quick plug-in kind of thing. And I was like, "Oh, let's go play with it outside." And I play with it. I'm like, "Dad, like it's got an idle. Like you can't just gun it." And he's just like, I know what I'm doing. And
I watched Airwolf.
and it's all because his dad fucked with his, like he had like a balsa wood plane, gas powered. So they built a runway, and like he's like, we built this. You built it in my garage. I get to fly it first. And it literally went and that was it. And then handed him the control.
How did it go?
And that was it.
kind of like Zack's life. All right,
I'll call you later.
There's no There's no rising action. Just fucking climax and
Busy destroying this thing.
Anyway, so he decides to gun it, but he doesn't look where he's going, and immediately puts it into a tree, and then it lands in the snowbank. And I'm like, I think it's okay. And I grab it and I put it in the middle of the road. And then he's just like, well, no, don't put it in the middle of the road. That's not safe. There was no one there. And he puts it closer to a snowbank, hits it, and the blade smokes a piece of ice, and a blade goes flying by. And I'm like, what the? And he's just like, oh, it's broken. I'm like,
I fucked up all your toys.
And then he just kind of goes like,
Very observant man, your father.
he kind of goes, well, football's on. All right. And then goes in. I'm like, what?
You guys remember those rockets?
Merry Christmas, fucker.
Yeah, those rockets you can launch. In the park out back here, we used to launch them, and then it had a little parachute on it, so it just go. You can't even see it.
Okay.
And that's all the entertainment was, is like light it, watch it,
And then wait for it to come down.
Parachute doesn't open.
and then you got to chase it because the wind takes it out. The parachute's out. So you're like
4
jumping.
minutes later, you just hear a little Cessna.
And then you're like
Fucking cop plane in Regina shot down by a Christmas present.
and then there's like 3 of us jumping backyards trying to chase this thing. Like,
RPS's new F-18.
when Christmas toys were literally missiles in the backyard.
Exactly.
In Soviet Russia, you get bazooka.
SpaceX, what?
Okay.
All right.
What about
Sunshine?
Well, I can't really think, like, the only Christmas gifts I could think that were kind of crappy were like books when you were a kid,
Yeah.
or like underwear and socks. Yeah, anything that wasn't fun. But I think my worst Christmas memory is my family used to go skiing for Christmas a lot. And one year we're going skiing, and I'm sure you guys have been skiing
They
before.
sound classy. What the fuck?
Are you
happened?
talking?
Yeah, I know.
Are you talking like sitting in the middle of the seat? Or
No.
It's weird. Even at 30, he had to sit in the middle of the chairlift.
I was gonna say those are the Christmases I can't remember. For some reason. No, but we were skiing, and you know the T-bar.
Yep.
Remember
Yeah.
they used to have the T-bar? Okay, so I think I was
I
maybe
hated those things.
13-ish, and I'm going up on the T-bar, and I'm on it alone, so I'm going up, and right at the top of the T-bar, it's got a big sign that says, "Do not let the T-bar go here." And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And you're going along, and you're kind of on a flat surface for a while, and then it says, okay, now it's safe to let the T-bar go, and I let it go, and I turn around, and somebody didn't read the fucking sign at the top, and I get smoked in the face with the fucking T-bar, and fucking put on my ass, split my lip open fucking completely. I'm just sitting there like shocked. I'm 13. I'm just like, right? So the guy comes up and he's like, you're okay, don't worry about it.
It's the N64 thing. You're okay.
So I smile and cry for my mom.
You see Zach running around claiming you killed a reindeer.
It was the best. Yeah, so I get smoked in the face with this T-bar. This guy is obviously like, he's like some 35-year-old accountant. He's fucking freaking out.
So he's 35 years old on top of a mountain with a child.
Yeah,
who's
with a bleeding child. Yeah, we got to come up with a story, bud.
That's not his.
He hit me with his bar in the face.
Sorry, buddy, we're gonna have to put you down.
It's even worse. He's got his brand new Dodge Caravan with no windows.
Hey, Mike, you
Where'd you get that?
want to push that microphone
He's
a little
like-
closer to
Sorry,
Zach's
sorry.
face? There
He's
we go.
like, hang on, I'm calling for help. You just hear him chamber one. No, but so anyway, they call the fucking like EMTs or fucking snow patrol or whatever.
Snow.
They come up on a fucking skidoo and I get laid down on a fucking sled behind it. Ice pack of snow on my face and they take me down the hill, take me to the shot. And I mean, it was split bad enough that I was bleeding pretty good, but it wasn't stitch required.
Were you skiing like mountains or like Mission
we were in,
Ridge
like-
type of thing?
No, we were in like, I think Whitefish,
Oh,
which is in Montana.
yeah.
This story would have been so much better if you got put on the sled behind the skidoo and it just detached and you're just bombing strapped to it.
So actually a ghost. I died on a ski trip at Christmas time.
This is all religion.
And they had
haunting
no
your podcast.
They had no idea that the sled detached.
Sunshine's
He's like
child-
he thinks he's going to a hospital. Now he's in a den of wolves.
Sunshine's childhood was a big episode of Mr. Bean.
You just see the guy that hit me with a T-bar hand a wad of 20s to the guy. They're like, take him to my van.
Well, your parents are probably super pumped that they had to take you to an American hospital where it's $175 a stitch.
Well, they were out skiing in Whitefish. They got money.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were doing okay.
But your dad was
after
probably
that, like I said, he packed like a fucking Ziploc bag of fucking snow, and I'm holding it on my face the whole time. And I couldn't ski for the rest of the trip, but that was probably like the worst Christmas.
So did you get
memory
stitched
I-
up?
No, like I said, it was just enough. I didn't have. I think it just my teeth kind of hit my lip. And it was bleeding pretty good. And of course, when you're 13, you're bleeding out of the mouth. You're freaking out.
I hate that. I can, anytime I even think of that, I can just taste it.
Oh, yeah.
You know when you
Pennies.
get just like
Yeah.
that cut in your mouth that just bleeds like a son of a bitch.
Well, and the worst thing about an injury like that is it's not the cut initially. It's that, like, you know, it would heal in a couple of days if you could stop doing this all the time.
Yeah.
You're just like, why won't it heal?
Basically, it looked like it looked like Fireman Bill all the time. It was just like-
Yeah, so that would have probably been the most
since we're on the
traumatic
topic of that,
Christmas
though, I'll tell you a snowboarding story I had.
Okay, yeah.
We were in Sunshine Village, I believe.
Okay.
And where was it?
I wasn't the only one that had privileges to get
Well, I wasn't a kid. I paid for myself at this point.
Okay.
And I'm not bad on a snowboard. I'm lower amateur level, I would say.
Okay.
I can hit some jumps.
I think
and land
anybody
them.
is unless they're pro.
Yeah. I haven't been
Touche.
I haven't been deemed amateur, so I don't know. But
He hasn't competed yet in the Mission Ridge Invitational.
no,
Well, all those videos on that site are amateur that you have up there.
you're right.
Just saying. I see how could we go over to the snowboarding.
Fuck.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
But so I'm getting pretty confident, and we're in a terrain park there where you can like grind some rails and shit like that. And so I was like, tell my buddy, I'm like, I'm gonna hit this jump, man. It's like the full on X Games jump where you like have a giant. Like I hit the ones where you're maybe airborne for like 0.3 seconds and you land, and then I'm like, I got this, and. So I'm like, yeah, man, take a picture of me in the air when I'm going. That came back to backfire on me.
Oh, yeah.
You look badass flying through the air, but the landing.
The landing is, I'll get there.
He stuck the landing.
We'll
He stuck
figure
the
it
landing?
out.
No, he's stuck after the landing. He's in the snow.
So I'm sitting there at the top of the hill here, and then like they got these like 13-year-old kids just hitting his jump and doing backflips, and I'm already feeling inadequate as it is. And I'm just like, well, I've been sitting up here for about half hour now. I should probably get up and go.
Just pumping himself up.
And then so I asked the one kid beside me, I'm like, hey man, this is like my first time hitting something like this. He's looking at me and he's like a 30-year-old guy like, asking him this question. And I'm like, got any tips for me? He's like, yeah man, just make sure you got speed. So you make it. I'm like, okay, perfect.
Because I'm going to put it on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, yeah, dude, don't sweat it. He just pulls out his phone. And you're like, what's that for? Don't worry about it.
So at this point, I'm like about the same weight I am now. I'm like 260. And I was like, okay, perfect. So I just get up and I just flatboard it the whole way down. I don't speed check whatsoever.
Full
No
send.
carving, just full flatboard. And then everything was feeling good and then like there was the bigger jump and then there was a smaller jump. And then they were side by side. So I was like,
And you half panicked and hit the small one?
no, I actually did go for the big one. But what I didn't know is at the very end of the big one, there's this little kicker right at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
And that's what the guys used to launch themselves for doing flips and stuff. And I didn't know this. And I thought it was just going to be like a smooth jump over. I'm airborne.
You caught the tip of your board on the kicker.
No.
didn't you?
I was going down. My buddy was just like, dude, when you were coming down, your jacket and your pants were all flapping like a flag. I hit this thing, and then as soon as I hit the kicker, it buckled my knees immediately. And I'm sitting there staring at the sky, and I am airborne. And I'm just like both windows are getting rolled down. Just
Trying to row the boat back.
yeah.
Get some fresh air in here, boys.
And I'm sitting there like, I mean, the most helpless feeling in the world is when you're flying through the air and you're staring at the sky in the mountains.
All you know is I'm
And-
landing directly on my neck.
No,
I'm like,
good
oh my
thing that
God.
Prius broke his fall in the parking lot.
I'm like, oh my God, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. And I'm still flying while I'm thinking this. I'm like, when am I going to fucking land? When am I going to land? And I'm still like, and then at the bottom of the jumps, they have this like little slope where you can like land on it. And if you
Safely.
wipe out, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And then it kind of comes out down into, well, I cleared that whole fucking thing. And I went flying and I hit it right at the crest of where it flattens out again. And complete yard sale. Like,
So did you hit back first?
my board touched first and kind of softened the land, but right on my tailbone. Oh. And then
They start calling them snow angels.
it literally
Speaking of a
there's like
prolapse anus,
gloves, toque, goggles, everywhere gone. Like immediately.
dignity,
It was like
pride.
it was like a hand reached up from above and just ripped it all off my face.
3 vertebrae.
He's fucking buck naked.
But now here's the best part. How many people were watching?
Oh, lots.
Oh, yeah,
My buddy
surprise,
shows
God.
me the picture. We only got like a minute left.
'Cause
So
then
my
you're
buddy shows me
laying
the
there
picture, and I'm sitting there, and it looks like I'm just doing this gnarly fucking move in the air. I'm like, what? That's like the coolest picture of me in the world. And then like I'm laying on the ground, like just twitching. I'm like, my buddy, like he rides up to me. He's like, hey man, can you move? Seriously? I'm like, yeah, I can move. He's like,
Okay, you're in the fucking way.
he's like, okay, good. He said, it looks like a fucking meteor just hit the earth back there.
You know, a real good friend would have been like, can you move? And you're like, no. And then he just farts in your face and walks away.
Can you move?
All right. So
The thing is he is that kind of friend that would do that.
Can you
And
move?
he was
Yeah.
that concerned.
Get the fuck out of the way.
All right. Well, that wraps up the second part of the show. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors. Please snowboard responsibly. It's fun.
It was great. They cut my schmeckle.
I'm glad I hit
Dude, I made out with like 3 chicks, man. It was great.
I don't want to get circumcised again. Twice was enough.
I'm glad I hit record already.
All
right,
that
we're
five
going?
skin.
Great. It's so much. It's a 5 skin. Anyway, so all right, guys, welcome back to the 12th episode of the Rec Room. We covered the best and worst of Christmas. I think now, since we're just before, what is it, the 27th today? Mm-hmm. What do we got? What are we doing for New Year's? Anybody got some good New Year's plans or a best New Year's story to tell?
Right behind you there, I plan on snoring.
Snoring. Okay,
Nice.
snoring.
After he
Okay.
feverishly beats in the new year.
The ball's gonna drop. Let's put it that way.
All over that cushion.
Same as last year.
I like to call this place Times Square.
That's right.
There's
All
going
right,
to be
Chase,
tears, too.
you got a best New Year's story or a worst New Year's story?
I don't really have much for best or worst. I can't remember many of my New Year's.
Do you,
but
do you prefer New Year's or Christmas? Or like, because I generally find there's two types of people. Either you're a Christmas person or a New Year's. I'm a firm New Year's guy because New Year's is just a party. Christmas is a lot of work.
I'm a Boxing Day guy.
Okay, hey, no,
Yeah.
I don't fault you on that either.
You
I
know
quite
what?
enjoy boxing.
I used to be the guy who would be up at like 4 a.m. and it's like, okay, assholes and elbows, let's go.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay,
I
what's
can't now, but
what's the best Boxing Day deal you ever came across then?
Oh, probably the Xbox One. I
Xbox
was
One.
Second in line at Best Buy. Stood
Like this is
outside.
launch day?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
The first year it was out. Yeah, second person in line. I sat there for about 2 hours, and this is when Boxing Day was still. Now you have like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. People don't give a shit about Boxing Day, but back then
God,
it
you
was
go
like,
on eBay, you can find them for fucking.
but it was funny because I
great
walked in as soon as they opened the doors, and everyone's almost pushing you.
Yeah.
But they had the Xboxes on a fucking pallet right there. I walked in, grabbed one, and went straight to the till. And the chick's like, "That was fast." I'm like, "Fuck, that's how
That's all
that's
you
how I
need.
want."
You see, I'm a man, right? I know what I wanted when I came in.
Yeah. So that was probably the best.
Right on.
Best by far. But yeah, New Year's plans this year. I think the brother-in-law bought a Switch as well. I think we have kids now, so my nephew's 4, my son's 3. Gonna keep it pretty tame and just go torment my sister-in-law in Mario Party.
Well, you say your brother or your brother-in-law is getting? Okay, so he's getting a Switch. Maybe I know a buddy of mine is talking about a bunch of his buddies that we're gonna do like a little Mario Kart party online.
Ooh.
That's I gotta admit.
There we go.
Now that I'm like almost 40, that sounds like a hell of a great way to bring in the new year.
Isn't it a bitch?
I love
Nothing
Mario
like
Kart.
screaming at your TV while
Oh
you're
yeah,
drunk.
like just fucking you pieces of shit, you're cheating.
Oh, by the way,
In your 20s, it was great. It's like we're going out to the bar. We're getting
Yeah.
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
up
we'll
all
get
night
messed
long.
up, blah,
Now
blah,
it's
blah.
like,
I just
is it
want to be.
midnight yet?
I just want to be warm and safe and
I
play
know,
video
I would
games.
say
Where
this
did the
past-
dip go?
This past year, I've become more of an introvert than I have in my entire life,
Isn't it awesome?
and
It's fucking great.
like, it's. I don't know. I don't know. I think my friends are probably just like, "Where the fuck is this guy?"
I used to love people, like just people watch at the bar, all that kind of shit. Now it's like, if I have to deal with people that I don't know, it's the worst day of my life.
I got zero desire to go to a fucking bar on New Year's.
No.
No, let's jack up the price of everything.
Yeah.
And still have the same shitty nightclub experience in Regina.
The
Yeah.
worst was bouncing on a New Year. Because you
New
always
oh
knew
man, I don't miss that at all.
You had the
No,
fucking
me
buses coming and going, and new assholes coming every fucking
Yeah,
time.
and you can't pinpoint the
It was
ones
like
you gotta
gay
watch.
porn, eh?
Well,
Just new assholes in and out all the time.
The regular nights was great because it's like, hey, there's 3 fuckheads.
So I've heard, anyways.
There's 3 fuckheads in the bar, and I know where you are at all times, and I know in the next half an hour I'm kicking you out. But when they had the bus tours coming for New Year's, it's like the whole new fucking
Yeah, a whole new group of
truckload
assholes.
of them. It's like,
rotation.
well,
Yeah,
fuck.
the old bar crawls.
Yeah, pub crawls.
Pub
are the
crawls,
worst.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my New Year's plans, and
That sounds all right.
I'm happy with
What
it.
about you there, Josher?
Oh yeah, he
I
said that
pretty much. I don't know.
Yeah, the
I
quality
might
of the
go out
couch
with
is
some friends. I don't know what I'm doing. I would really much like just to stay home and sleep.
Yeah,
it's nice.
'Cause the only thing is
chill.
that sucks is I know that I'm going to be going back to work right after New Year. I know it's going to be fucking cold. I know it's going to suck. And I just want to get as much relaxed time in as I can before I
getting
have
old,
to.
But you're gonna like you're a crane operator, right?
Don't get me started. I do not sit in a cab all day. I'll tell you
Okay,
that
I
right
was
now.
just I'm just checking. here 'cause I was
Sometimes
like,
he's in the break
that doesn't
room.
seem all that bad.
Sometimes he's in the trailer.
Sometimes you have to get out to take a shit.
We have to build the cranes that we
Sometimes
run.
my data runs out on my phone.
We have to build the cranes that we run.
Oh, okay.
Are you
And-
going back up to Fort Mac?
No, I'll be in a undisclosed location.
Oh, tuck to yuck tuck.
I don't know where.
Diamond mine.
He
He
Yeah,
hasn't
no,
even
it's
been told yet.
He's loading some cigar boats.
There's a new
you know?
diamond mine. There's a new diamond mine.
That's okay. They can have it.
Diamond mine in Saskatchewan?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Really?
Northern Saskatchewan.
Well, I would
got all
assume,
kinds
yeah.
It's not really that far north. It's at Fort Ellicorn.
But it is going to be a busy summer for.
They,
if you're in the trades, it's going to be a really busy summer.
Oh, yeah. We got
They
lots
were
of work this
saying
year.
well, that diamond mine, like they've known about it for years.
Really?
Like the I can't remember what they're called. But there's 3 pipes of I can't Armalite or Arborlite or something. That's what the diamonds are in. And the 3 things that they found in Fort Alicorn Forest are bigger than anything else in Canada.
Really?
Jesus.
Wow.
Fuck yeah,
We got all kinds of
Saskatchewan's
shit.
got the
I gotta fucking drop my job and
And
become
uranium.
a diamond miner.
Don't worry, fucking, we got something worth more than that. Fucking helium.
Yes,
That's going through the fucking roof.
Man,
Helium.
that's-
Literally.
Yeah.
through the
that's
roof.
gold right now.
Yeah.
Literally.
So yeah,
Helium
you're
prices are always so high.
Just, yeah. So am I. So you're just sleeping for New Year's, hey?
Sleeping for
With any luck.
Yeah.
Pasca, what about you? Any plans or any stories? Worst fucking New Year's, best New Year's?
I don't know. I remember one New Year's, we were at a house party in Pilot Butte. And we were young, probably 18, 17. I remember it's not a great story by any means. It was just funny because we were just hammered up, and this girl's parents came home, and her mom was wearing like this, and she was a bigger gal, and she was wearing like this really shiny dress. And I was like, "Who brought the fat disco ball to the party?" And then I was like,
Like
asked
Jazz
I was
from
asked
Fresh
to leave.
Prince.
Yeah, pretty much. Just whoa.
Actually, I have to say the most memorable New Year's ever was 99. Going into 2000, waiting
Holy
to
shit,
see
you
if
guys
shit,
must have been shitting bricks.
waiting to
Oh,
see if
God.
shit was going to crash.
Yeah, the old Y2K.
Shut your computer off. The Best Buy sticker. Make sure you
Yeah.
shut your computer off.
The
before-
only thing I remember that ever happened was some guy in Blockbuster got like $52,000 in late charges because it charged him for like a century.
Oh, wow.
That was like the worst thing I heard about. They were like, planes are going to drop out of the sky. One guy's like, fuck, I can't go to Blockbuster.
they cut my membership card out.
I really
man.
wanted to watch.
You had to pay
Con Air.
$52,000 for Passenger 57. Like, come on. It wasn't that good of a movie.
I don't even think the budget was 52 grand. As for plans, well, we were talking about ice fishing, but I'm not going out fishing if it's
Where at?
fucking minus 900 out.
Yeah.
At Pasco, that's where our shack is right now.
We
Right
like to. We did that last year. We had a fire on the lake, and
We went
All
out
right way to spend New Year's.
We
Just
went
doing
out
a
on
little fishing?
Christmas Day. It wasn't fun. It was
Like
so-
this year?
Yeah.
it was just cold.
Yeah.
It was
took
like
took the shack down and whatever. It was like 15 inches of ice. so
Catch
it's-
anything?
We were only down there for. It was kind of a last minute. Hey, let's leave at 4 o'clock.
we still have to do a podcast for this
we'll
guy out taking his first time ice fishing.
Yeah, we'll,
Yeah,
have to,
man,
we'll go out
I'd
this
love
year
to
for
do
sure.
that.
My
Never
buddy,
done
I'm
it.
sure, would let us use his shack.
Hell
for that.
yeah. Fucking, that'd be a
But
good
other
time.
than that, I go back to work on Saturday on New Year's Day, so it won't be much of anything going on for me.
Ah, well.
That's a bitch.
Be like Josh, but just not on the same couch.
Without the violent masturbation.
Try not to make eye contact with passing.
That's up for debate.
Yeah, he'll be on the other side of the coach. And 2 balls are going to drop that night.
Just at a red
balls.
light going,
It's
Happy
weird
New
that
Year.
it's weird that between the two of you, there's only 2 balls. That's weird.
Well, that's why I
4 community
corrected it to
balls.
4.
Well, they both idolize Lance Armstrong. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I'll ask you to mind your own business too.
We're gonna swap these pot lights out for purple lights and
Oh no!
do some abstract art.
A little bit of pocket hockey, if you will.
Holy fuck.
All right, Zach, what about you? Best New Year's story or plans for New Year's?
My plans is I'm gonna be in a karaoke bar.
What karaoke bar?
didn't
Dazzles here in town.
Dazzles.
I did
Yeah.
not
Why
realize
have I
you
never
were
heard of this?
an Asian
this new?
businessman.
No, it's
It's Filipino.
It was.
Or a drunk single girl.
You can't judge me. New year, new me.
Where's Dazzles? Never
Yeah, I've
heard of
never
it.
even heard of Dazzles.
Dazzles is
Is that new?
It's newer. It opened literally 2 days before Saskatchewan went into lockdown.
Wow.
So
Great timing.
Where
it's-
is this place?
It's literally right behind the police station. It's in like a very sketchy
Who
area.
doesn't want to on New Year's Eve go
Okay.
to a bar
Otherwise
directly
known
behind
as-
the police
otherwise-
station?
Coincidentally, that is Chinatown.
You can walk right into the drunk tank.
Basically,
You save yourself the trip.
the basement of the German club changed its name.
So when you look at it from the outside, it don't look too great. It don't look too great at all. But you walk in, and I will admit this guy went to the nines, and he's renovated this place top to bottom. It looks good. There's pool tables. I believe there's some not ping pong, pinball.
In typical
Some pinball,
Filipino
mahjong.
fashion.
Yeah, ping pong.
And-
Who doesn't want to play a good ping pong round while you're singing Backstreet Boys?
So is there a back room
did
where
it
there's like some big burly guy standing in front of the door and it's like an Asian casino behind?
I don't know, but the owner
Asian
there.
casino meaning backroom card game.
No, as far as I
Playing
know,
mahjong for high
behind-
stakes.
right
Zach
behind
just
the-
like, come on.
Right behind the police station, they'll never know.
last place to look, man.
That's right.
No, but this guy's actually gone like the full distance, and like there's a full stage, but then there's like some private rooms, and they're all themed. So there's like,
What kind of themes?
well, the first one is like a
dance.
rider theme, right? And then the next one is all.
Can you only sing like rider chants?
I'm sure the first.
Defense. Bring them out. Bring them out.
For the 37th consecutive time tonight.
Yeah. By the fourth quarter of the night, everybody's going to choke on something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing I have to say in this city. Yeah, I like the riders, but fuck me, shit is overdone in this city.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, it's the
everywhere.
only thing we got.
It really is.
Anyways, get back to him becoming a full-fledged member of the Triads.
Gonna get inked in, cut off a pinky.
Your first
Do you have to bring your own samurai sword? Or?
No, you get one.
No.
It's part
No,
of the
but,
New Year's. You get a glass of champagne and a katana blade.
No, but you get a Honda Civic with a spoiler on the back. No, but and then like the second room is like a full space theme, and like there's like TVs everywhere.
Space means it's just wide open.
Like no, like a universe.
So
Like, it's
Come on,
actually-
Zach.
Yeah, I
That'd
know.
be trippy to get high in. I expect.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it.
Smoke some
It
cigarettes.
honestly God looks great.
You
So
also get a tab of acid at the door.
and
It's trippy to get high in any room.
all you
Yeah.
can sing is Spaceman. Spaceman, oh space.
Rocket Man. Gustav Schultz, the planets.
ground control to Major Down.
You're not even singing into the
So-
microphone. You're in the corner thinking you're.
So you're actually going to a
He's
bar
kicked
for
out,
you.
rummaging around in a garbage
Yeah,
can, going, "This theme room sucks."
So we do have one guy going to the bar.
Well, he's still young. Ish. What are you now? 40?
I'll be 27.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck me.
Ooh.
Still wet
I'm not the
behind the
youngest
ears.
one now.
Yeah, he's not
35.
go into the fucking bar.
Still wet behind the ears here.
Well,
Oh,
I
to
do
be
what I
young
can.
again.
So going
What-
to Dazzles,
what-
that's your well. If you're going to Dazzles and you're getting what's your big finisher? Like what's the song
Type 2
that you're
diabetes.
gonna have to be like this? Because everybody has a show off song that they do a karaoke.
His finishing move is
Oh,
type
man,
2
I don't-
diabetes.
Let's hold on a sec. You sit there. What do you think his song is going to be?
Shit. Avril Lavigne.
Since you've been gone.
What's no? What's
Skater
the,
Boy.
No. What's her
Girlfriend?
first one?
Oh. Skater boy.
My head complicated, isn't it? Is that
oh,
the
yeah.
one? Because I got
Why
a
you
fucking
gotta
video
be
of him
so
fucking.
complicated?
Yeah, he's just jamming out when we work together.
What do you think it's going to be?
Trouble by Pink.
I'm too sexy by Right Said Fred.
I got two. I think one's either probably going to be tequila.
Oh yeah.
I think
someone will
everybody
sing that.
since that video came out wants to do that at karaoke.
Or probably like Old Town Road or something
No,
like that.
Country Road?
No, Old Town Road.
Like-
Old Town Road.
I got the
Nas.
horses in the back.
by Little Nas. No.
Actually, I want to change my answer.
That's so 2019, man. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
He's going to post a video on
But,
New Year's of him doing it too.
I want to change my answer. What's that Taylor Swift song that gets in everybody's head?
Red?
Fuck it. No.
Crying about my ex.
That's all of them.
I dated famous guys and they
Once
hurt me.
upon a
I
time.
don't know.
A
What
few
are the other
mistakes
songs she
ago.
has?
I'm a whore.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off?
Yeah.
Shake it off?
Well,
I
if
would
you're
sing
going
that
to a
at the
place
urinal.
called if you're going to a place called Dazzles or whatever.
What's your
Dazzles?
pick? What's your pick,
Yeah.
Mike?
I don't know him well enough to say, but I got to assume. I don't know. Like,
I want to fuck you like an animal by 9 Inch Nails.
Just
I
all
was gonna
sexy
say,
like.
I was gonna say Friends in Low Places. He seems like that kind of guy that would belt that
Yeah.
out just to get
Oh,
the
yeah.
crowd going.
The old Garth.
Yeah,
Rex.
little Garth.
Garth never
No,
hurts. You gotta
no,
love
I
Garth.
think we should all vote on a song that he has to do.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Right now?
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
right
Anybody
now.
watching this who comments, give us some suggestions for Zach's finisher
Who's gonna
song
go to Dazzle
at
and make sure that he's doing it though?
Oh,
We're gonna get him to send us a video.
Copyrighted. Keep it copyrighted. Just saying.
We're getting you to send us a video so you can show us which was your finisher
I think
song.
he needs to do like a virgin.
like a virgin.
Touched for the very first time.
I think you should do Master P. Make him say,
I don't know that one.
How about some Bump and Grind by R. Kelly?
Oh, Bum and Grind, yeah.
and then piss
and
on
then
a
piss
girl.
on the crowd. Yeah.
How are you 15? I'm 19. Good enough.
Close enough. Did you know R. Kelly almost became a hockey player? In the
What?
NHL, but
Yeah.
nobody would draft him because he never scored after the first period.
Wow.
That was actually really fucking good.
That's really
We're probably going to hear from his legal representation
that guy.
about how good that was.
Damn, Steve, we're glad you weren't the fucking defense attorney.
All right. Enough about ragging on the youngest
The
millennial.
young buck over here.
Sunshine.
Oh, well, I really don't have any plans. I'm kind of like you guys. I'm looking to just kind of stay home, chill out, watch a movie.
You liked it, so you put a ring on it, and now you're fucked.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah,
He had
that's
VIP.
kinda what
He had
happens, right?
VIP at Dazzle till he fucking put that ring on it.
I think my worst. Well, I don't know if it's my worst memory, but I do remember one time in my 20s, me and a couple of buddies were going out, and we're pre-drinking at my place, and then we were gonna meet somewhere at some restaurant, fucking hang out. And my one buddy, he's like, "All right, I'll meet you guys
Sparky's.
there." Something like that. I can't remember where we were going, but my one buddy goes, "I'll meet you there." And I show up, and everybody's having a good time. And I look at my watch, and well, it's been like 2 hours since we left, and he's still not there. So I send him off a text. I'm like, "Hey, you coming still?" Nothing. All night goes on, and I'm trying to have fun, but I keep thinking like,
What happened to
what's
Buddy?
what's going on with Buddy? Like, it's New Year's. There's cops out. We've all been drinking.
Yeah.
It's winter, slippery road. So I'm kind of going through the whole night, and I'm trying to have fun, but I keep thinking, I'm sending him texts like every fucking half hour, like, "Hey man, like
You were
just,
concerned about somebody?
yeah, I know it's out of character, but and I just kept sending him texts throughout the whole night. Finally, I go home, and like the rest of the week, he didn't text me back. And I'm like looking at his Facebook page to see if like his
he's
brother's like, "Oh, I
Proof
want
of
everybody." So finally, like a week later, he's like, "Oh, sorry, man, I went and hooked up with this chick, and I fucking lost it." I'm like, "You couldn't just send like, hey, bro, gonna go smash." That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. Like that's a bro code thing. Like, just let me know you're not dead.
You ruined my night because I thought you were a corpse.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I was trying to have fun. It's New Year's, and I was still in my 20s.
Good fair chance.
Isn't
buddy,
that
you're
the
dead right
fucking worst when you go to a bar with your buddy and then all of a sudden they just disappear and you're like, "Okay, they're either at the fucking morgue, the drunk tank, or they went home and just totally ghosted."
Well, exactly. Well, and if
Which
you-
one?
If you're gonna ghost, like that's fine. Like if you don't want to be, you're done with your night. You want to go, or you hooked up with a lady. You want to go fucking hit it. Fine, that's fine.
Go
Just
drop a
all you
ball
got to
or
do
two.
is say, "Hey, I'm taking off." That's it. Fucking 2-second text.
I lost a buddy the one day. We went to the pump and we were drinking team pitchers just to ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
And the staff would
As
only
you
do it. The staff would only do it for people who work there,
Yes.
right? And
Was that team pitchers or beer? Or did you get them filled with hard alcohol?
we were gonna go with hard booze, but we just went with beer, and that was the worst because it was so warm by the end. But
Hold on, you could get a full pitcher of hard liquor.
No.
Yeah.
only if you
Wow.
work there.
A team pitcher.
A team pitcher.
Team pitcher.
If you
Still.
work there.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh
they just
my
take a 2.6, dump it in, and fill it up with pop.
It was such a sound business idea.
Yeah, but all of a sudden,
Why do you think I
seen-
worked there for so many years?
All of a sudden, I seen his pitcher sitting on the bar, and there's still that much beer, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did he go?"
Yeah.
And like an hour and a half went by, and I couldn't find him. I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta go to his car and like see if he's still here." I go there, and he is leaning out of the car, and his face is just fucking full of blood. He's banged up. I'm like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "I talked to this chick, and her boyfriend came and kicked me in the face." Ooh. Well, your nose is not in the right place, so we're going to the hospital.
Hang on, kicked him in the face?
Kicked him in the face.
Like,
He was
It was a
half,
foot.
Yeah.
do we know like the mathematics of it? Like, was the guy on a step above him, or,
So
or was he just real limber?
So what happened was apparently he started talking to this chick and they were whatever. Her boyfriend noticed, and then my buddy went out to his car to, I don't know, grab something. He passed out halfway out of his car, and this guy walked up to him, confronted him, and just sucker kicked him right in the face. I'm like,
That's sure.
Sucker kick,
That's sure
right in the nose.
one-sided conversation.
That's, that's a
so-
bitch.
That's
That's
a
a
super
bitch
tough guy.
move. Yeah.
So his parents are super fucking religious. Like you don't do anything fucking out of character. So his nose is fucked up. I called my aunt and uncle. I'm like, you guys need to come here because you're the closest people. We need to go to the hospital. We take him to the hospital. His nose is busted. They reset it. Fucking got everything. He goes home. Well, he stayed the night, and then in the morning he went home, and his excuse was, I punched him in the face by accident.
But yeah, well, we've all been there.
Yeah, when
You're
you're
just
when you're whoop
dancing
there,
real,
when you're whoop thereing it is. And then,
Both your eyes are black and your nose is fucked.
And you accidentally pull a Chris Brown.
Ray riced the shit out of it.
that's fucking.
Well, I think that's pretty good for this episode. On that note,
That's pretty wild.
That was a good way to end it.
So,
Just like
overall-
Chris Brown's career.
So overall, I think we've had a pretty good year. I mean,
I think so. Everything's
pretty
gone
good year.
well.
We're what about like 10 people away from 1,000 likes on our Facebook
We
page.
are. That is the goal we're trying to set. We're trying to get up to 1,000 likes on the Facebook page,
We have
and
to by
New
obviously
Year's.
Yeah.
more subscribers on the
by New Year's.
on the YouTube channel. Yes, it would be nice to do it by New Year's. We're gonna have to shoot that video we're doing a giveaway, $100 Amazon gift card. There's gonna be a video about that. Zach, thanks for coming on and being a guest
Absolutely.
again.
Yeah, it's
nice
We always
meeting you.
appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Boys, I think this was a good one.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody we know that watches and supports us, thank you so much. Merry Christmas
And don't forget-
Happy New Year.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, ring that notification bell. What else we got?
Yeah,
Instagram.
just call us over the New Year if you want.
Yeah.
You know?
MySpace.
Anybody wants to come be a guest? Give us a line.
Yeah.
If
Send
anybody
us a
is,
message.
if anyone wants to follow us on ICQ as well.
Yeah,
MSN Messenger.
Just follow me when I'm going around downtown if you want.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, really. Just say, hey man, I want to be on your podcast, and be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, boys, I had a good one, and thanks for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed getting wrecked with us.
Thanks.
Golf clap.
And crabs.
And crap.
That was a good one.